Hello guys, and welcome to the 13th video of the Minesweeper tutorial using Java. Um, what we're going to do in this video is, like I said on the last one, that we're going to add a very nice button right here, and when we click it, we're going to be able to add flags on top of our boxes instead of revealing them. In the last one, we also made the color of our counter change to red and display that message right here when we lose, and display you win and turn everything to green when we win. Okay, so let's go ahead and add a flag button right here. We could make it round just like our smile here. So what we need to do, just like with the smiley, is yeah, create 4 variables: public int, flagger x, and set it equal to let's say it should be 160 pixels to the left. So 605 minus 160 for 45 and public int flagger y equals 5, just like the smile y. And now let's create 2 variables for the coordinates of the flagger's center. Flagger center x equals flagger x plus 35, and let's copy that actually and send our x's to y's. So now what we have to do is create a boolean variable which is going to be called, let's actually create it up here, flagger, and set it equal to false for now. So what our flagger is going to do is, whenever it is active, and here's where our button is going to be, it's going to we're going to draw a flag, a nice red flag on a black pole with a black base, and create a black circle around it. And whenever we click on it, we're going to set the flagger value equal to true, and the black circle is going to turn into a very nice red circle. And this is how the player will know that he is going to be able to add flags on top of the boxes. So what we also need to do is to disable the lines of code that reveal the boxes, because right now when we click on the box we reveal its content. What we want to do instead is add a flag on top. And also, if a box is flagged, we will be able to unflag it if the flagger variable is true, and also if it is false, we're not going to be able to accidentally reveal that box if it's flagged. We will have to unflag a box in order to reveal it. So just like we did with the smiley, is in smiley, we're going to do exactly the same thing about our flagger. So let's go ahead and copy that and call that method in flagger and change that to flagger center X, and here as well, here as well, and this is the last one. We do not have to change the different variable because they're not going to run at the same time, and also they're not public variables. They're inside two separate methods. So if our difference is less than 35, because 35 is the radius of our flagger as well, just like our smiley, it's going to turn true, else it's going to turn false. So what we need to do now is go to our mouse clicked method and do exactly what we did with our smiley. If in flagger is true, then for starters we want to say that in flagger is true. So let's go ahead. Here's where it's going to be. So let me disable this right here. We do not really care about our victory right now. And if we click that, in flagger equals true. Okay, and if we click on the smiley, yep, it says in smiley is true and in flagger is true, and that the pointer is not inside of any box, of course. So what we need to do now is paint our flag and our circle outside of it. So let's go up in our paint component and just under our smiley painting we're going to make our flagger painting. So first of all, let's create our flag. So g dot set color and give it a nice black color to create the pole. So let's say that we want the pole to be let's fill a rectangle. We want it to be 5 by, let's say, let me open the paint real quick. Okay, this is 70. Let's say that the flag is going to be like this. So this, let's say that this will be 5. If this is 5, then this should be like, I don't know, yeah, how much? Let's make it until the middle of our base. So should it be 50? Yeah, let's say that this is 50. So now the coordinates of our flagpole are going to be 70 minus 5, which is going to be the width, divided by 2 is 32.5. So it's going to be flagger x plus 22, or was it 32? Sorry. And our y is going to be flag UI plus, let's say if this is going to be 50 plus 10. So let's see if it works. Yep. Actually, we should make it a little smaller. Yeah, this looks much better, way much better. Yeah. So let's go ahead and create our base. So g dot. Let's go ahead and fill another rectangle. Its width is going to be like, okay, this 70. Let's say let's say 30, and its height should be like, I don't know, let's say 15. Okay. So this should be like your x plus, how much is that? This is 15 and another 40. Let's say minus 5. Let's make that plus 50 for now. If it's wrong, we're going to change it. Oh, sorry, this is plus 50. This should be plus this is 30, and 30 out of 70 divided by 2 is 20, so this should be 20, guys. So let's go ahead and run this, and I don't know, it seems a little thick, but let's make that 10. Let's see if it's okay. Yeah, I think it looks better now. Or we could even try 5. No. 10 should be great. Yep, 10 is perfect. Okay, guys, now what we need to do is add a very nice red flag. So let's go ahead and change the color to red, and in the original Minesweeper, the flag is triangle shaped and it's red, but we can actually make it a square flag. Yeah, let's make it a square instead of a triangle and see if it's better looking. So g dot fill red, another rectangle. So its dimensions should be like, this is 15, let's say 25 by if this is 25, this should be let's say 20. So the top of that is how many pixels by your x. Let's make the y-axis first. By your y plus the flagpole is 15. It's also is going to be 15 as well, and the x is going to be this is 32. Let's say minus 25. 7. Is it 7? Yep, it is, but it seems way too big to me. I don't know. Okay, let's make that 15, and now move it, make that 20, so that goes to 12, and also move it a little bit to the right. Maybe this is too much. Maybe we should make our flagpole a little more thick. Let's make that 7. and 31. Yep. Or actually, we could give some borders to our flag. So let's make that 16, and now change our color to black again. Let's copy that down here and copy that as well, but instead of filling erect, we're going to draw erect. So let's go ahead and see if it works. This is too thin, so we have to go ahead. Let me show real quick what we did right now. This is, let me draw it, a red, sorry, a red flag, our flag. What we actually did is, sorry, fill solid color, come on. Come on. Okay. So, what we actually did is take our flag and add a black rectangle outside out of it like that. But this is barely visible by the human eye. It's just 1 pixel thick. So what we're actually going to do is add another one in order to make it more thick and better looking in the inside. So this should be 1 pixel less from inside, or actually 2 pixels less from inside, and we should add one here and one here. So if we run this now, yep, it's much easier to see, but it would be even more easy if we added a third one like that. So let's go ahead and add another one, or copy that actually, increase these and these by 1 and decrease these and these by 2, and run this, and right now you can see our flag has a black outfit, but our flagpole seems too thick to me right now, so let's go ahead and change that back to 5 and 32. Yeah, seems much better now, and also change our base to 5, or no, let's not mess around with our base. Okay, this is our flag. I know it's terrible, guys. I'm terrible at drawing. I have told you that already. Well, but never mind. Okay, let me close that. We don't need it anymore. And what we're actually going to do now is draw a circle around it. So let's go ahead and say g dot yeah, actually the color is already black here, so we do not need to change it again. So g dot, not get width, come on, g dot fill oval, or actually draw oval, and what we're going to need is our flagger X and flagger Y, and make it 70 by 70, and let's go ahead and check it out. Yep, and you can see a very nice circle around it, but just like with the flag, it is not really clear. So what we're going to do is add another circle to the inside, and to do this we need to increase those two by 1 and decrease those two by 2. So you can see our circle has gone thicker now, and if we add a third one, increase those by 1 and decrease those by 2, our circle is going to be just perfect. So what we need to do now is say that in case our flagger is true, we're going to need to change the color to red. And come on, flagger equals true, change the color. What is going on? Let's go in our mouse clicked. Yeah, we actually displayed that text but forgot to actually set our flagger to true. So now this is going to work. Why isn't it working? What is the problem? Oh, yep, now it worked. Okay. The problem is that, like I told you, if you click and drag, it's not going to change. If you just click, it is going to work just fine, because this is not a J button component. It's not an actual button. It's something that we created ourselves. So what we want to do now is say if flagger is false, then go ahead and do all this. Else, if else, actually else, because our flagger can only be for false, set our flagger equal to false, and also display that on the console to help us out. So the flagger is now false. We click, it's true. We click again, it's false. True, false, true, false, true, false. Reset. But whenever we reset, we would like our flagger to become false and that to turn black again. So let's go in our reset all method and say that the flagger is false. So let's go ahead, let's turn our flagger to true, click reset, and it works just fine. So what do we want to do next is when our flagger is true, instead of revealing a box, we want to add a flag on top of the box. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go in our mouse click here in that method and say if actually in here this right here means that our pointer is inside a box. So in case it is inside the box, if flagger is true, then what we want to do is yep, is change the flag of I and J to true. What's yeah, it's not the flag of I and J, guys. I'm really sorry. It's inbox X and inbox Y. Yeah. Actually, if this is false, sorry, go ahead and make it true. Else, go ahead if it's true, because whenever we click on a flag, what we want is be able to in case we click on a flag on a box that is already flagged, we want to be able to remove a flag in case we accidentally flag it. Else, which means in case our flagger is not true, we want to reveal the box. Let's go ahead and delete that. There's no need for to check. There's no need to check the same thing twice. So also, the flagger has to be true, and the revealed of the same box has to be false, because in case it is revealed, we do not want to be able to flag it. Okay, I think we're done for down here. So yep, if it's false, make it true. If it's true, make it false. If the flagger is false, go ahead and reveal it. Of course, yep. So let's go up here. In our pen component, where are we? Yep, if revealed is true. Okay, and right here, the end. Yeah, here we are, guys. So let's add some comments. Flags painting. So let's say if flag of I and J, come on, is true, go ahead and paint a flag. But let's go up, or not all the way up actually. Let's go down. Here's the our flag. Let's copy that and paste that here. But instead of flagger, what we're going to place in here is the coordinates of its box. Um, so uh, where are the coordinates? Oh, I times 80. Okay, let's do that manually. So it is I times 80. Yeah, actually this is it, and this is j times 80 plus another 80. So let's copy that. And this one above all flagger wise. And now let's go ahead and see if it works. Yep, you can see a really nice flag is placed. And the problem is that even if we flag a box, thankfully we cannot flag a reveal box, but even if we flag a box, we can still reveal it, and we want to disable that thing. But before we go ahead and do that, you can see that our flag is not exactly in the middle, and this is because this circle right here is 70 by 70, and our grid has 80 by 80 boxes, and so we need to move our flags 5 pixels to the right and another 5 to the bottom. So let's say +5 and copy that inside everything. Sorry, be careful not to delete anything accidentally, just like I did. You're going to mess everything up. So let's see if it's in the middle now. Yep, it's exactly in the middle. So let's go ahead and make the user unable to reveal a box that has a flag. You can see that in case a flag is already placed, we can get it out. And in case a box is already revealed, we cannot take our flag back. Let's go ahead and make the user unable to reveal a flagged box. So let's go in our mouse clicked method and say if it's inside the box. Okay. If our flagger is false, in here, let's say if flag of, let me copy that, if flag of our box equals false, only then you can go ahead and reveal the box. We do not want you to reveal the box if it's flagged, and let's go ahead and flag some boxes and see if we can reveal them. No, we cannot. We can reveal anything else, but not our flagged ones. If we unflag them, then we can go ahead and reveal them just like all the others. What is going on? Too many mines around here. This is scary. Okay guys, I think, yeah, that was it with the flags. So our game is totally complete now. What we can do now is save our high score so that you can tell your big brother or your younger brother that you're better than him, and you can actually prove it by showing him your high score. And what we can also do, what I mentioned in the first video, is that we can make our spacing value editable by the user. For example, right now our spacing is 5. If we go ahead and make it 10, you can see the spacing between everything is going to increase. If we make it 1, it's going to decrease. Actually, 1 looks really cool. I don't know if you agree. Okay, so in the next video, guys, we are going to add 2 very nice buttons here and here in order to increase or decrease the spacing of our grid while we are playing. So thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.